Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is 27th February 2024. In this video, let us evaluate the performance of high liquidity zones generated in our yesterday's report. Even before that, a small announcement please. If this is your first visit to our channel, please understand we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action course. All the training videos I kept in a playlist, Supply Demand Zone Price Action course. You can access from here, or I also provided the link to this playlist in this YouTube video description. You click the link and you will get into this page, and then scroll down to the bottom of this page. Starting from lesson 1.1, please access all the training lessons one by one. All these lessons are placed in an order. Even the upcoming lessons also will be available in the same playlist. I have also provided the link to our Telegram channel in this YouTube video description. Please join there. It will be helpful to you. Each time when we release a new video, we will provide an update in the channel. First, we will look into this Nifty 50 as per our supply demand zone chain video I have published on last Sunday. As I told you, during this week, prices will be moving between this high liquidity 15 zone and these 5 minutes high liquidity zones. If one of these zones are violated, then the ranges will be changed. As long as the 15 minutes zone is supporting the prices will be moving within this range. That is what I defined this range. From this demand zone until this supply zone, prices will be moving, depending on the violation of one of these zones. If demand zone is violated, the range will be, the next range is going to be this 15 minutes high liquidity zone area. This is not only 15 minutes high liquidity, this is also 75 minutes high liquidity zone area. Instead of this 15 minutes high liquidity zone is violated, instead of that, let us assume these 5 minute zones are violated, then the range will be from this 15 minutes to all-time high, or maybe you may get a new all-time high. But yesterday and today, we have clearly seen prices are moving within this area. See, today also it gave an entry. Yesterday we got an entry. Today also it gave an entry, and almost 83 points Nifty it gave. Not only here, see, generally what is high liquidity zone? Within the same area, prices will be reaching again and again. Not only prices will be reaching, new zones will be created again and again within the same area. See, today it gave several entries. See, this is the first target. You got around 83 points in Nifty 50. See, next time, a new zone is created here. Drop base drop, let me show you. This is a new 15-minute zone. And within this zone, again we got an entry. Now this time it has given, reached the next target up to this. Let me extend, you will get clarity here. Like this. This is the 15 minutes. Rally, 2 base candles and a drop candle. And then a follow through candles. And if you consider this as a 15-minute zone, not 5-minute zone. The one we drawn is 5 minutes. If you consider from this newly created 15 minutes, because this is already tested, and definitely we will get it will reach the next level target. This is the next level target it reached. You know how much profit it has given? Let us calculate. 2218 minus and here is the entry. Double to 109. 109 points. The first target you got 83 points, and the next target you got 109 points. Here is the entry and reached the next target. And anyway, this one is violated now. Suppose if you would have booked the profit here itself, maybe you would have, instead of 109, at least you would have got another 83 points. Not only this, even the third entry also given. I don't know how many of you observed. Within this 15 minutes area, after that, after it gave the entry, while going within this area, see this entire area, and look into the price action here. We have a drop candle, this is a leg-in candle. Let us assume this is a leg-in, and you have a base candle and again a rally candle. Drop, base, rally. That way you can assume. So one more entry it has given. And then again it gave an entry here. Within this zone it gave the entry here. Type 2 entry. So what is the entry value here? 22132, and again it reached this area, let us say at the end of the day. 22216. Triple 216 minus, what is the entry here? The low of this candle. Somewhere there we have the entry. 22132. Another 84 points. 3 times you got the entry. First one 83 points, next one 103 points. If not 103, consider that also 83. Because you never know, this zone will be violated and it will reach the next entry. But by the time it reaches, the zone is violated. Third entry, again definitely you can plan your target here. So nearly 250 points profit you got. Only long trades, I'm talking about the long trades. Why we are considering long trades? Because all these are all from high liquidity zone. As I told you in our Sundays, Nifty and Bank Nifty supply demand zone chain video, I clearly told you these high liquidity zones will act as a support and a resistance. This 15 minutes high liquidity zone is acting as a support. Probably this 5 minutes high liquidity zone will act as a resistance, but anyway prices didn't reach up to that area. Because in this area the supply is very strong. Because it is at near the all-time high. Once the supply is broken, then only we get a new all-time high. Until then, the prices will be moving within this range. But maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, definitely one of these levels should be violated. Then we will get the next level ranges. Either this could be, if supply zones are violated, this could be the new range. Or if demand, this high liquidity 15 minutes demand zone is violated, this could be the new range. Either like this or like this. So this is about Nifty 50. But if you look into the performance of our high liquidity zones, today we did not get entry in in any of these stocks. I'm talking about high liquidity zones. Yesterday we found 4 high liquidity zones from daily time frame and 75 minutes time frame. And this is the second day during this month we did not get a trade. Remaining all the dates, we got the trades. But anyway, we'll look into these zones because some of you people are learning how to fine tune the zones. So for those, not only that, sometimes same zones, next time prices will be reaching. At the time you will be knowing how the zone where the order flow is there. That way, for your trading point of view also, it will be helpful to you. The first one is Asian Bank. Today we didn't get, and this is a high liquidity demand zone. We have a rally candle, 5 base candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then rally candle. This is the way the zone is created. And this daily zone we fine tune to 75 minutes. In the 75 minutes, we have to find inside this daily high liquidity zone, you need to identify 75-minute zones. We identified two 75-minute zones inside this. We have a rally, 2 candles, and a rally candle, rally base. See, this is a medium size candle. Medium size leg candle also you can consider as a base candle if already there are any other base candles. And the first one is not a base candle. This is a very tiny candle. All small candles should be considered as base candles, even if the body is more than 50%. This one is a leg candle, medium size leg candle. As I told you earlier, if there are any base candles, between leg in and leg out, after these base candles, if there is any medium size leg candles, still you can consider them as a base candle. And you can draw the zone. This is a rule I explained while drawing the rules. So that way we identified one 75-minute zone here, rally, 2 base candles and rally. And also here also we have a rally, 3 base candles and a rally with a leg out with a gap. This is another. So within these 275 minutes, again we fine tune to 15 minutes. Inside 15 we fine tune to 5 minutes. Let me show you even that. Because this is a learning for many of you people who are practicing the fine tuning the zone. Because this is the topmost concept, fine tuning the zone. Because of this concept only we will be able to identify when a zone will be violated in advance, we know whether the zone will work or not. Because many demand and supply zone traders, they don't know when a zone will be violated, but we identified that technique. Oops, changed the stock. Okay. So within the 15 minutes, look here. I mean, inside the 75 minutes, we identified the 15-minute zones. Drop, 2 base candles and a leg out. This is not a great leg out, but follow through candles are there. That's why I have drawn a zone like this. Because I told you sometimes we slightly take deviations from the concepts. We draw some imperfect zones. It's not a perfect zone, but I am believing there is an order flow that we confirm only when I shift to 5 minutes within this area. Because clearly we have base candles are here. The only problem is the leg out is not great. Because the next one follow through candles are there. So we have drawn a zone here. And inside this 75 minutes, again we have a clear zone is there, 15 minutes. Rally, base, rally. And these 15 minutes, inside the 15 minutes, you need to identify a fresh 5-minute zones. If you want to plan a trade, those 5-minute zones should be fresh. Or the 5-minute zone also should be a high liquidity zone. If you want to take multiple tests. In any one of these reasons, you can plan the trade. If it is a normal zone, 5-minute zone should be a fresh zone. If the 5-minute zone is not a normal zone, it is a high liquidity zone, then any number of tests you can plan your trades until the zone is violated. See, any high liquidity zone is having an expiry period. One day it will be violated, but we never know when it is going to be. Okay? So inside this, we have a 5-minute zone, drop, base, rally. Here also it looks like a drop, base, rally. But see here, all these zones are, even if you draw, this is already tested. Drop, base, rally is already tested. Because it is tested, we cannot plan a trade. But if you observe carefully, this entire order flow is started from here. Rally, base, rally. This is a 5 minutes. That's why you can give a priority to this as an aggressive trade. See, the rejections before prices are entering. Let me delete this zone because it is already tested. Now you will see, let me even delete this. See this entire order flow here. Even if I delete this, 75 minutes, now it is very clearly you will see. This is a 5 minutes zone. From here order flow is starting. Because we bypassed 15 minutes and drawn this, we can call it as an aggressive trade. That is one price action clue is rejections before this zone. And another price action clue is the entire order flow is started from here. The push from here. That's why we have to give importance to this. Now let me draw the deleted zones. So that's why I want to bet on this zone, rally, base, rally. That means giving importance. I'm giving importance to this zone. And another thing is, this is acting as a bear trap for this 75-minute zone. If this 75-minute zone is violated, this is going to be the bear trap. See, so many clues to support this 5-minute zone. Actually, this 5-minute zone is not inside the 15-minute zone. It is not inside even 75-minute zone. But this is only inside daily high liquidity zone. Why? But why we are giving importance to this 5-minute zone is, importance means this is an aggressive trade. That means we are taking against our rule. Fine-tuning the zone is our rule. We are taking our trade against that rule. So when you go against that rule, that is going to be an aggressive trade. If you want to take an aggressive trade, there should be strong price action clues. Otherwise, you should not go for aggressive trades. If strong price action clues are not there, this zone will be violated easily. All these price action zones are like small zones in between. Maybe there could be some order flow. They give a push, small push, but that is not good enough. After that, the zone will be violated. But if there is strong price action clues, then there is a confirmation that here there is a strong order flow in this area. Because there is a strong order flow, it confirms, price action clues confirms there is a strong order flow. Obviously, next time prices enters into that, we can see a great push towards the up from here. So one price action clue is here some rejections before this, and this entire 75 move started from here just below. And third thing is this is just below the 75-minute zone. Maybe it will act as a bear trap for this 75-minute zone. So that's why I'm giving priority to this 5-minute zone. When you look into the next one, this is another 75. Inside we already identified a 15 minutes. Inside a 15 minutes we identified a rally, 3 base candles and a rally candle. And also prices came close to this 15-minute zone and again pushed up. That means this entire area, again we have strong order flow is there. Actually, this is not only 15-minute zone, this is also 5-minute zone. I have drawn the zone for type 2 entry. If you are drawing the zone for type 1, see, entire 15-minute zone is also a 5-minute zone. That means before this 5-minute zone, there is a strong order flow is there. From here, see how prices are moved up. But I just drawn 5 minutes. Most of the times I draw 5 minutes at type 2 level. Remaining all zones, mostly I draw type 1 level. That is week to week I draw the zones. Maybe you can, if the risk is small, very small, don't plan your trade inside this type 2 entry. Plan at type 1 itself. Previously also prices came near to this zone, this entire 15 minutes or 5-minute zone, and again prices are moving. That means just below this, there is a strong order flow is there. Maybe this is a drop base rally, might be supporting here. Maybe you don't know, this could be a high liquidity zone. There's a lot of order flow in this area also, 5 minutes. So I need to check the software and confirm whether this is a high liquid. We have a drop, clear drop base rally. This is why we didn't draw this, because this is not inside the 15-minute zone. That's why we didn't draw. Already it is holded. Need to check this. If this is a high liquidity zone, maybe who knows, next time also it might support. But until that we confirm, not depending on this zone. Okay, this is how I fine-tune. This is how I am planning the order. But see here, this zone is already tested. Okay, this is already violated. I didn't. This is already tested. That means we can't plan a trade in this zone. See here, this is already tested. See how strongly it worked, how it pushed the price. Because it is tested, we can't plan a trade. That means in Asian Paints, at this point of time, we have dependency only on this, the 5 minutes bull trap zone, or this is the one. Rally based drop, but this is also tested. See, these are all the already price is closed once. After that, again there is a big move. Maybe this one you can consider like this, drop base rally. This is a fresh zone. Okay, now I remember why I have drawn like this. The reason is, okay, this is a fresh area, but the real order flow is started from here. That could be the reason why I have drawn. And maybe to minimize the risk. See the rejection from this area, see? All these are all the reasons. There is order flow here. It is holding the prices. So that is the reason why yesterday when I analyzed, I have drawn this 5-minute zone from here. Considering, even though it is tested, still we can plan a trade because a lot of order flow is there in this area. See the previous leg out. Definitely institutions added. So anyway, we have a drop-based rally is also there. But taking our entry in this area rather than taking here, because one way the risk is minimized and second way the real order flow is in this area. Maybe above also order flow will be there, but if we can take an entry in this area, probably less risk. And in case if this is violated, just below we have the 5 minutes. That means you can plan your trade here and keep your stop loss below this 5-minute zone. This way you can combine both the zones and you can plan the trade. This was the idea actually. Because the gap, you need not exit because the gap is very minimal. That is a negligible gap between these two zones. And two zones are very close to each other. We can also call it as LOTL. These two are LOTL 5-minute zones. And moreover, the one below is the fresh zone. But why we are taking entry a little early is because we identified there is a strong order flow in that area. It's not letting the prices go down if you look into this. Sorry. See, the same level, it is not letting. First candle, second candle, this is the third candle. That means strong order flow is there. Generally, this is how I identify the areas where there could be. I am not saying there is. I am saying there could be a possibility a strong order flow is there. Just by seeing the price actions, we are confirming. That's it. So that was the trade plan for Asian Paints, but unfortunately today prices did not enter. Most probably tomorrow, I think tomorrow also our software might identify this. We will check anyway. Once the data is ready, in the today evening report, we will identify. That means tomorrow also we might get a trading opportunity in the same Asian Paints. See, where is the close? Here. Most probably tomorrow also it will identify near the zone. Next one is Burger Paints. This is also a daily high liquidity supply zone, drop based drop, and previously we have traded this zone. Previously, this one on this candle. At the time I already explained, if you look into our earlier videos, you will understand how we fine-tuned this Burger Paints. The only thing I did is, previously I just stopped my analysis up to this, expecting here. Now a little above also, yesterday I did the analysis. Let me explain. The 75 minutes area, because some areas are not very clear, but compromised and drawn the zone sometime. Because the price structure is not very comfortable here. So what I did, assumed this is the, because we have a hidden gap, this is a leg in rally candle, leg in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, base candles and a drop candle. But this leg out is not a great leg out. Maybe that could be one reason why I didn't draw the zone earlier in my analysis. But yesterday why I did is, just compromised and draw. The reason is I need to check whether there is any good order flow inside this. That is the reason why we have drawn a zone with compromise. What is the which point we compromised in finding the leg out? Generally, we should have a follow-through candle. Instead of follow-through, again base candles, again a drop candle is there. So that's why this area is a quite risky area. Even it is risky, just I want to know how exactly the order flow is there inside. So that is the reason why what I did, I went to the 15 minutes time frame inside that. And these zones we drawn earlier. This is the point where we got a trade just before the actual 5 minutes area. Still you can plan a trade in this 5 minutes because of huge rejection and price with a few paisa. Before the actual zone it turned up. Because of our buffers added for our trade, we got a trade here. But actually the real area prices didn't enter. So still we can plan a trade. Today prices did not enter into this area. But let me show you how we identified that order flow in the above compromised 75 minutes area. See, just before this 75 minutes, the real order flow started from here. Rally, base, drop. This is a good one. Good drop candle, good rally candle and base candle. So this is the way we have drawn the zone here. Like this. What is the high of this candle? 584.75. 584.70. Okay. And inside, so here we have a, sorry. So inside we identified a 5 minute zone. Let me show you. Let me change the time frame to 5 minutes. But here the problem is, we'll see, I'll show you that. So inside this area, again we have a leg candle. You can consider this a ERC candle as a leg in. You have a base and drop. But see what happened? Next time prices came down, see, it already filled. Orders are filled here. That means this zone is tested. But look into the type 3. Type 3 also just tested, even the type 3 level also. If I want to go for type 3 entry. Actually, this is a type 3 entry. Now, expecting another trade, maybe you can take a risk, and because the risk is minimized, you can take another trade. Because see the rejection, a strong rejection. If maybe this area, the strong order flow is very strong. Maybe nothing wrong in planning. Maybe prices may go a little deep and turn back. Or maybe zone also might be violated. That possibility is also there. But those who wants to take risk and plan a trade, you can plan. Otherwise, those who are strictly following once it is tested, if this is not a high liquidity zone, once it is tested, we don't want to take a trade, don't take. Just we are tempting by seeing this strong rejection from this area, thinking maybe there is a strong order flow, maybe there is nothing wrong in taking another trade. So this is what I identified after drawing this 75-minute zone. Just compromised and we have drawn the 75-minute zone. But interesting points we identified here. See the push after that from here. Prices went up to here, from here to here. So this is about Burger Paints, but we didn't get a trade. And next one is RBL Bank. RBL Bank also. RBL Bank is, I think, 75 minutes. No. This is also a daily zone, very old zone. We have a leg-in, 3 base candles and a drop candle with hidden body. We have a drop candle. In which year? In March 2020. March 2020, we didn't have the 5 minutes data and even 15 minutes data also not there. That's why we limited our analysis to only 75 minutes zone. If there are any zones inside this, we need to look into our Neostock software supply demand zone chain for RBL Bank, but I didn't analyze because most of you may not be knowing that. You need to depend on only trading view. So here we identified a drop, base, drop recently. Sorry, inside, sorry, I'm looking into daily. So these are the 75-minute zones. Because in the recent price action, these are the newly created 75-minute zone. See, earlier we missed the trades. Earlier, the reason is we didn't have enough data to check the quality. Maybe there could be a good zone. If 15-minute zone inside 5-minute zone, it gave an entry and see the fall from here. Because the data is not there, we couldn't plan. But what happened last time when prices entered into this area, again they created new 75-minute zones. This is the first 75-minute zone it created. We have a leg candle, 1, 2, 3, 4 base candles and a drop candle. This is a 75-minute zone. And again we have, see this ERC candle, this is a leg in, 3 base candles and a drop candle. And these 75 minutes data is available, newly created. That's why in the retracement we can plan the trades. So what we did, we went to 15 minutes time frame. Inside 75 minutes, we identified 15-minute zone. Now we have 275 minutes. In both the 75 minutes, we identified 15-minute zone. So here we have a drop, 3 base candles and a drop. That way we identified a 15 minutes area. And inside this 15 minutes area, we identified a 5-minute zone. Let me show you in the 5 minutes also here. We have a leg in, 3 base candles and a leg out. And we identified this zone is having a very strong order flow, very strong order flow. Why? Because the rejections before the zone, all these rejections. That's why we got a trade here. Previously we got a trade. If you look into our Excel sheet, you will understand RBL Bank, here we got a trade. I think somewhere here we got a trade in this area. After that also see here, the rejections before this, there is a strong order flow in this area. Because when prices entered here, institutions might have added a new order flow here. Again the rejections, again the rejections. From this 15 minutes area, they are not even entering into fine-tuned 5 minutes. Just at 15 minutes level itself, the prices are coming down. Here also at near 15 minutes level, the prices came down. So this can be treated as a high liquidity area. Maybe this could be a very high liquidity zone. And after that, what happened? Again, another 75 minutes is created here. Now at present, this is holding the prices. In this 75 minutes, we have drawn 15 minute zone. We have a rally, 2 base candles and a drop. Again, we have a drop and a drop. Drop means leg in, again leg out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles are there. But 5 minutes we didn't draw. 15 minutes we have drawn, 5 minutes we didn't draw because the zone is not good. Let me show you in the 5 minutes time frame. Because all these are all base candles. That's why we didn't have any confidence that this will work. If at all, if you consider this is a leg candle, maybe 2 base candles and a drop candle. That way we can draw. But a lot of consolidation took place in this. Such kind of zones, most of the time, they will be violated easily. That possibility is there. That's why we are depending on the 5 minutes zone a little above this. So within this 15 minutes area, we identified 2 5-minute zones. So here we have a leg candle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 base candles, again a drop candle, again drop, base, drop. One of these 5 minutes area, definitely it will work. In case if this is violated, first one, the second one will work. There could be a strong order flow. This is our plan. But anyway, first preference we have to give to the first zone. After that, prices did not enter into this area. So we've been waiting for trade in one of these zones, RBL Bank. So this is how we fine-tuned RBL Bank. I think I already explained this RBL Bank, how we fine-tuned earlier in one of the videos. But maybe, once again, this information I am letting you know. And the last one is Sri Cement. Even this one is also 75. This one is 75 minutes demand zone. Not demand zone or supply zone. Here we have 2 zones are there. We have a drop base rally. This is the 75 minutes zone. And this is already having a rally base drop. This is also a high liquidity supply zone. Yesterday we identified near this zone. Stock is near this demand zone. This one already we fine-tuned earlier. We took a trade from this zone earlier. Earlier we got a trade from this zone. See, after that, how the fall till the next demand zone. So this 75 minutes we fine-tuned with we have a rally candle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base candles and again a rally candle. This way we have drawn the 15-minute zone. This is not a 15-minute zone. This is a 5-minute zone. Why I have drawn this? Let me tell you. Because it is have a zone confluence with 15 minutes. So let me go to the 5 minutes. So here we have a rally candle, base candle, again a rally candle. This is a ERC candle. It is a valid ERC candle to consider the leg out. Again, follow through candle with a gap. See here, with a gap there is a follow through candle. Okay, rally base rally. And This entire 15 minutes orders are picked up from this 5-minute zone. If you delete this, you will get clarity. See here, the entire 15-minute zone orders are picked up from this 5-minute zone. Because the order flow is very strong here. See, it is holding how it is holding the candles. There is nothing wrong in taking the second trade. But those who are very strict, don't want to take risk for the second trade, you just avoid this zone. But for me, this is a valid zone for accepting the second trade. Because the order flow is very strong, holding the prices with multiple candles, not letting the prices to go down, to consume the other orders below this. So that's why I'm just giving priority, not only for that, because entire 15 minutes orders are picked up. This entire 15 minute zone orders are picked up from here. Because of all these reasons, just given priority to this. And moreover, this is a zone confluence. The 5 minutes, this is the 5 minutes and 15 minutes. Both have zone confluence. But anyway, prices did not enter into this zone. But we can look for opportunities from either one. So this is a strong order flow, but this time previously prices went a little deep. Even though they went little deep, see, once again a new 5-minute zone is created. High liquidity area, this is what happened. That's why one more trade is enabled in this zone. One more trading opportunity is enabled. You can take one more test. Already it is tested once. Second time again a new zone is created within this 15 minutes area. This is the 5 minutes area. One more 5-minute zone is created. LOTL. Generally, these kind of things happen with high liquidity zone. Most probably, this drop, this 5-minute zone could be a high liquidity area. Before that, see the rejection before this zone. All these are all indications. This is a strong area. That's why previously, once even Sri Cement also, we took a trade in one of these zones, if I'm not wrong. But we didn't get any trade in any of these zones today. But anyway, even though we did not get high liquidity trades today, maybe you might have got other trades. We have discussed about bullish trade setup and bearish trade setup. You might have got trades. And even stocks near demand zones and supply zones in other time frames, even daily 75 minutes frame. The other zones you might have got a trade. But why I am focusing only on high liquidity is because this is the one giving us the maximum profits, higher success rate. Success rate should be more than 80%. If you take our last 5 months data, so far we have 88% success rate is there, higher than what we are expecting. And average ROI for your investment during intraday itself, you are getting 6% return, 6.1% return. When we have all these positive factors, where other zones are not having such kind of positive things. That's why these high liquidity zones we are giving highest priority, and every day I am tracking. Because we need statistics, more and more statistics. How these high liquidity zones are working. Already we have 5 months live data is there. Because every day I am recording and I am posting the videos. After that, any trades, I am maintaining them even in Excel sheet. Apart from I am explaining in this recorded video session, I am also putting those details in the Excel sheet for future reference. In future, if any time, any particular stock, if you want to refer any trade, based on the date we are providing in the Excel sheet, you can go to the YouTube, you can search, and then you can find that video. All these videos are proofs for us that tells how our high liquidity zones are working and how much return they are giving. But unfortunately, today we didn't get a trade, but okay. Because every month, at least 2 or 3 times it will happen. This month, second time we didn't get the high liquidity trade. So this is about our analysis on high liquidity zones generated in our yesterday's report. But if this analysis will be useful to you, The reason is, maybe you may get an opportunity in one of these stocks in the coming days. Again, our software might find these stocks. At the time, this analysis part will be useful to you for your trading point of view. So let's take a break here, and we'll continue from here in our next video. Thank you.